This is the New Rivers Vision.
You have really gotten yourself a really leader of substance, somebody that can take Rivers to the next level. All the projects and programs he's doing, they are touching the communities. And I can see how he has deepened community relations. And he has the courage, more than all of us as governors, to say it the way it should be done. The recognition alone to be with the people's governor, a working governor, somebody that has raised the bar in governance, it is really very satisfying. I am not flattering him, he knows me. We were together in cabinet. I know what he can do. People should know that whatever is being done is not for him. It's to leave landmarks and legacies. And he has the resources. He has created the required cash flow. And he is deploying the resources where it should be.
Welcome to the New Rivers Vision.
Governor Wike reforms the Lion's Den. Government Secondary School Ubima is now a learning facility. As part of the first 100 days of the second term of Governor Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, Government Secondary School Ubima, formerly Community Secondary School Ubima, was commissioned by the Rivers State government. This event was instructive. This is because the delivery of the school emphasized the promise-keeping nature of Governor Wike. It was also an important milestone in government because it highlighted the fact that Governor Wike places premium on the overall good of all Rivers communities. About 18 months before the commissioning, the premises of Government Secondary School Ubima was a lion's den. The school was deserted and dangerous. Teachers and students fled the facility. It was taken over by kidnappers who used the facility to hold their victims captive. This was very painful because of very obvious reasons. Nobody could understand why kidnappers were allowed to turn Government Secondary School Ubima into their holding camp. Former Rivers State Governor Sir Celestine Omehia led other stakeholders to approach Governor Wike for his intervention. The Rivers State Governor respected them and took the right action. On the 3rd of February 2018, Governor Wike flagged off the total reconstruction of the Community Secondary School Ubima. Governor Wike said that the decision to reconstruct the school was aimed at taking education to rural communities of River State. Even as Minister of State for Education, Governor Wike tried to intervene, but the former administration in the state drove the contractors away. As a federal minister, Nyesom Ezenwo Wike ensured that the Federal Ministry of Education rehabilitated 22 schools in River State.
When I was the Minister of State Education, I was told how bad this school was. And I tried to intervene to see that the school was given a facelift. Unfortunately, the governor then told the contractors that this is not a federal government school. I'm happy today. I'm here as the governor of the state to still make sure that this school comes back to what it's supposed to be.
Former River State Governor Sir Celestine Omehia thanked Governor Wike for remembering Ubima, which was forgotten by an indigene of the area who was in government.
The River State Governor has deemed it necessary to bring the school back to life. I thank the governor especially because he never thought that his predecessor, who is from this community, abandoned the school. He never gave it a thought that this community, for the first time during the election, we did not return our votes for his election. There was election in Ubima was cancelled, and yet he still has the interests of this community at heart. I know as a fact that his predecessor will not go to Ruma Precom and do anything for the interests of the community because he hates to do anything that will bring out the name of the governor. But being the man he is, the governor is, he sees beyond an individual interest and he sees the community interest, and that is why. Your Excellency, I must also point out a fact here that at the time cultism was reigning in River State, this school was the home of the cultists.
He said that Governor Wike had made history by his decision to reconstruct the government secondary school, which was built through communal effort in 1980.
Ubima community in 1980 contributed money to build this school. Each family in Ubima made a contribution. No matter how small it was, they built the school. But after the school was built in 1981, the government of River State took over the administration of the school. It became Government Secondary School, Ubima.
The reconstruction of the community secondary school, Ubima, has been completed. The kidnappers have been sent packing, and the school environment has been restored. This school, abandoned by the immediate past administration, is a sad reminder of the total collapsed state of education infrastructure that Governor Wike inherited. Steadily and surely, Governor Wike is rewriting the story of River State. New facilities have been introduced into the rural school. The facilities are administrative block, modern classrooms, laboratories, hostels, and staff quarters. The school now has a computer center. On Tuesday, the 10th of September 2019, the River State government, under the leadership of Governor Wike, inaugurated the brand new, reconstructed Community Secondary School, Ubima. Commissioning the rebranded Government Secondary School Ubima, former Community Secondary School Ubima, Governor Wike said that he will not be affected by the second-term syndrome.
I'm not going to be a governor, but because this is my second tenure, therefore, we'll go and sleep. No. We'll work as if this is our first tenure.
Governor Wike has declared that he will continue to deliver key projects across the state all through his second term.
Rivers people will see project and project in this second tenure. We are not going to rest.
Governor Wike called for the prayers and support of Rivers people so that he can continue to work towards improving the state.
All we want from you is your support. All we want for you is your prayers for us. And we will give you the best. So I thank all of you for coming out under this rain to support us in 100 days in the office. God has been kind to the people of Rivers State and will continue to worship him. Nobody can intimidate me. Nobody can carry any blackmail or propaganda to think that they will intimidate me. I will refuse any kind of intimidation.
Governor Wike, who changed the name of the school from Community Secondary School Ubima to Government Secondary School Ubima, said he promised to rebuild the school, and to the glory of God, that promise has been fulfilled.
I made a promise to the people of Ubima that I will rebuild this school. And I thank God I have fulfilled the promise I've made to you.
He informed that the state government will develop boarding facilities for students of the school.
When we are coming in, we are discussing in the vehicle, and I was telling them that, look at the school. I didn't even know there were no boarding facilities. With street lights, as if they are boarding facilities. So we'll do everything we can to provide boarding facility for the school.
He reiterated the commitment of his administration to the construction of educational facilities across the state to expand access to education.
We have said before that we owe a responsibility to provide our people the basic infrastructure, particularly as it has to do with access to education. When we provide access to education for our people will be educated. And that is traditionally make human capital development. There's nothing government can do. If we cannot provide for human capital development, then we have not started the governance.
The governor commended the River State Ministry of Education for its wonderful supervisory role in delivering the project.
I have seen the facilities in terms of the laboratories. I've seen them. And I thank the contractor who did this work. Look at the landscaping. Look at the tunnel roads here. I want to commend the Ministry of Education for doing a nice provision for this project.
Governor Wike upgraded the traditional stool of Ubima to first-class status. He announced that the paramount ruler of Ubima, Eze I.E. William, is now a first-class traditional ruler.
His Royal Highness Eze I.P. William, as the Royal Highness of Ubima, who is now the first-class traditional ruler.
This is the New Rivers Vision. Across the breadth of Nigeria's most functional state comes the new face of unmatched development. Daily, the phenomenon is unveiled. we brought into the ultimate dynamism of one man's unending passion to transform the entire face of one state. With each step of massive developmental project, Rivers State has become the reliable index for true economic growth and the destination hub for global investment. This is the weekly story of Mr. Project and his unequaled commitment for a long-lasting legacy of countless projects for a new Rivers State. This is the new face of Rivers State. Join us every Monday at 9 a.m. at this station for the New Rivers Vision. The New Rivers Vision, ushering a generation of Rivers State into a new city of monumental advancement.
Former Rivers State Governor Sir Celestine Omehia said Governor Wike has delivered a brand new school for the town. He said that the governor added several new facilities to the institution.
Your Excellency, you have come to commission a brand new secondary school in Ubima.
He said that with the upgrade of facilities in the school, it is now one of the best in the whole of Ikwere land.
I make bold to say that there is no other school in Ikwere local government that is as good as what you have seen here today. Your Excellency, this school, by God's grace, we produce the best children in Nigeria. Looking at the standard, looking at the construction, look at what we have here today, you see that you are planting the seed for the development of our children in Nigeria.
Permanent Secretary Ministry of Education, Mr. Adonye Dagogo Hart, said that Governor Wike added new blocks of classrooms, laboratories, staff quarters, administrative block, and computer center to the institution. He said the investment of Governor Wike has turned around the fortunes of the school.
If you look at that edifice there, it's a newly constructed, magnificent story building with 10 offices for the principal, the vice principals, administration and academics, and the heads of departments. We have 4 stores and 2 conference rooms. Opposite it, you have the principal's house and the vice principal's houses, the 2 of them. Then you have the staff quarters, all newly constructed. You will see the old administrative block, which we redesigned to now accommodate the sick bay, corpus lodge, and the refectory. After that, you will see the assembly hall, newly constructed to carry over 1,000 students during functions and their devotions. You have offices for the chapel master, the chapel prefect, the assistant chapel prefect, and the choristers. You also have cloakrooms for them to change. We have the chemistry lab, the physics lab, the agricultural science lab, we have the ICT computer lab, we have the library. Far back, you have 2 buildings, 2-story buildings of 12 classrooms each, 24 classrooms, newly constructed. And you have this field, you have the lawn tennis court, the volleyball court, all newly constructed, and the track. So they are not just reconstructed, but they are new structures.
Governance is about affecting the lives of our people. Governance is about improving the quality and condition of our society. And governance is about ensuring that we fulfill promises that we've made to the people. I want to commend Governor Wike for doing this. As he said, we may not necessarily be of the same political persuasion in terms of party, but my duty as the chairman of the Governors Forum is to support, protect, and defend all members of my forum, regardless of party. And I can tell you, Governor Wike is a frontline member of the Nigeria Governors Forum. We're proud of him. We're proud of the work he's doing in Rivers. Now I understand why they refer to him as Mr. Project.
This is the New Rivers Vision.
Chairman of Ikwere Local Government Area, Mr. Samuel Wanosike, described Governor Wike as a leader who understands the developmental needs of his people.
You have shown us that you're a great leader. You are a son of Ikwere land. This edifice you put up here today is of great standard. When you walk through the facilities, you will imagine that this will happen to Ikwere people under your leadership. We are excited. We are happy. We have seen a leader in you, a leader that feels our welfare, a leader that knows where he pinches us.
He said the people of Ikwere Local Government Area are happy that Governor Wike has done what nobody thought is possible.
Just some years back, the people of Ikwere Local Government used to know what was here before, that our brothers and our sisters were trying to get educated under the tree when we had an opportunity to have this edifice. But thank God, you never bothered about the sentiment and statements of men. You decided to work for God. You decided to work for the people of Ikwere Local Government. You decided to break that which people thought is not possible by bringing this project to Ikwere Local Government, and particularly in Ubima.
Different stakeholders from Ubima community lauded the River State Governor for his commitment to improvement of educational facilities across the state. They expressed satisfaction with the quality of work at the government secondary school, Ubima.
It's a fulfillment of a promise made to a people by a trustworthy governor. We were told that this place was going to look far, far, far better than many schools we find out of this country, particularly in Europe. I came here and I moved around, and I'm happy today that what I have seen, this place looks like a university. In fact, it is much more than a secondary school. And I think that the governor deserves commendation for these efforts. The governor of Rivers State truly is a man that has cut out to liberate the people through manpower development and through education.
This particular project is showing that His Excellency the Executive Governor of Rivers State is taking education to the doorsteps of the poor people. Can you imagine children from this area without this school, from poor home? How will they manage to pursue the educational destiny? His Excellency has gone forward to show that the level of fighting of poverty in Rivers State is by moving education to the community so that the poor people will get access to education and become something in their life.
Prior to this time, those of us in the local government, we know the position of this school. It was a very forgotten school. There was no life here, no structure, nothing to show actually that this was a secondary school. But you can see the edifice today, you can see the structures our government has put in place for the people of Ubima and for the people of Ikwere government, those of them whose wards are schooling here.
This is thinking in the right direction. We want to appreciate His Excellency for this magnanimity of trying to put Ubima in the project so far done in Nigeria.
The completion and delivery of Government Secondary School Ubima is part of the process of creating a new River State where education receives priority attention.
This is the New Rivers Vision.